My name is Andrew Reinecker, CEO and founder of Car Inspection, and in today's video we're going to talk about the complete vehicle inspection checklist. When it comes to buying a used car, in this day and age, you need to have your wits together. You need to make sure you know what you buy before you buy. You need to make sure you're getting the best deal, the best price, the best car for your needs. Have you ever heard the expression "don't bring a knife to a gunfight"? Well, that's exactly the case when you want to do any deal. When you want to negotiate a house you're buying, if you want to negotiate a new contract at work with your boss to get a salary increase, and the same goes for buying a used car. The problem is when you start the negotiations and you're underprepared, you're going to run into trouble. You can either pay way too much for the car than the car's worth, or you're going to buy a car that's not really the right car for you, or you're going to buy something that's got mechanical problems or electrical problems. So there's a very big danger trying to buy a used car, going into this negotiation process without the right knowledge. You're going to spend your hard-earned money on a vehicle, and you don't want to buy something that you're going to end up having problems with. So that is the point. You have to equip yourself, prepare yourself before you go into the negotiation process to get the best deal, to get the best car, without being ripped off. So now I pose the question to you: what do you check when you buy a used car? So to help you in the process, to be your squire, what we've done is we've pulled out all the stops. We've gathered knowledge from all the inspections we've done. So we've compiled a practical second-hand vehicle inspection checklist just for you. This is your buyer's guide to the used car galaxy. Okay, so we've taken the technical assessment part of this buying journey, which is a small step in the process, in the deal negotiation for your car, and we've given you an easy 12-step checklist that you can follow, just to make sure that you don't buy a lemon, that you don't buy something that's got hidden problems, niggles, a car that's gonna break down a year from now or 6 months from now. Step 1 is to check for accident damage. Step 2, and that's one of our golden rules, is the service book. It's a very important aspect to see, because it shows you if the vehicle was well maintained by the previous owner or owners, and that has a big effect on the quality of the vehicle. Step 3, the engine. The engine is a big part of what can go wrong in a car if the car's not been looked after. There's lots of small things in the engine you need to know about, but there's big signs that you also can quickly see, and that will mean maybe this deal is a no-go, or you can negotiate on the price of this deal. There's things like oil leaks on the engine. Is the engine really making a noise, a high-pitched noise, a screeching noise? Does the engine sound healthy? And what go hand in hand with step 3 or step 4 is your dashboard lights. So especially these days with the newer cars, there's a lot of technology that goes into the car that pre-warns you if something is wrong with the car, and that information lies on the dashboard. There's a lot of lights there that shows you the oil level is low, the car's overheating, there's a warning sign of an airbag that's been dispatched. So on the center console, look for warning signs on those dashboards. Step 5, signs of driver abuse. So in the end of the day, you want to buy a second-hand car that's been looked after by the previous owner or owners. And you know, you don't want to buy a car that's been driven aggressively or hard by you know, the previous owner. So you know, there's lots of places where you can look and see if the vehicle has been treated well. You know, look at the gear lever. If the gear lever is worn, you know, it's definitely signs of people, a person that drove aggressively. Look at the brake pedal. If the brake pedal is worn, you know, the previous person of owner definitely, you know, braked aggressively. It means they were driving fast. Step 6, the test drive. So test driving a vehicle is very important, because that is one of the best ways to feel and to hear if the car is performing like it should. Step 7, the gearbox. So if a gearbox is not working or not performing as it should, it is definitely a big expense if you have to repair the gearbox or replace the gearbox. So it's a vital check to see if the car's gearbox is working properly. You know, if it's a 4x4, does it engage into high range, low range? Is the diff lock working? You know, in a normal car, is your car shifting through the gears smoothly as it should? You know, is there any noises coming from the gearbox, any oil leaks? You know, those are really important things to check to make sure that the car's gearbox is performing as it should. Step 8, the brakes. Brakes is part of the roadworthy test that happens, and it's a very important safety aspect. So you know, when you take the car on the road for the test drive, you know, feel the brakes. Does it work properly? Does it stop immediately? Does the car react when you press the brakes, when you hit the brake pedal? Is it responsive? You know, it's very important. Does it make a noise? You know, it's a very common problem, because brakes is a wear and tear item. So a lot of the times you buy a car that, you know, the brakes hasn't been replaced, and you know, that's going to cost you 3,000-4,000 rand just to replace that. Step 9, steering checks. You know, the steering of a vehicle again is a very technical and important aspect to check. And there's a few small little things that you can quickly do just to get the basic feel of a car. You know, when the car's in the parking lot idling, you know, take the wheel all the way to the left hand side and take it all the way to the right hand side. Feel if there's a vibration, if there's listen for a noise. You know, that's a definite giveaway that something is wrong with the steering. Step 10, used car value check. So part of your negotiation process is to get the right price, to negotiate the right price. So you know, once you've seen a car, make sure you know the retail, trade and cost value on that vehicle. Step 11, the roadworthy test checklist. So a roadworthy test has to do with the safety aspects of the vehicle, and you can't re-register a car in your name if a vehicle has issues with these elements. You know, and that's things like your safety belt, your lights, indicators, again your brakes. So that is a definite must check, because it has to do with safety and it's so important. Step 12, ask a professional. So in any of these car buying processes or steps, if you're not sure about exactly what to do or how to do it, involve an expert, get somebody who knows. So to conclude, you know, I know this might sound like an information overload, but what we've done is we've really geared our website towards providing the used car buyer with as much information, you know, as we can give them. So all this information we've discussed, I've compiled in a free downloadable used car inspection checklist PDF. A second-hand vehicle inspection checklist is essential when you start your negotiation process. That is your armor, your sword, that will help you negotiate the best deal for you. If you like this video and the content and the information and the knowledge we've provided, you know, go and you want more, go to our website. There's more videos, there's blogs. Go onto our site, you know, and indulge.